Welcome to Splatoon. We are playing squidBYTEarcade. My name is Chad.
And I'm Ross.
And I'm Nick.
Nick, shut up.
Okay.
Oh! I forgot that we've been paused for so long. I forgot that I was still on this boss battle. Anyways, so we were really chatting up a storm before starting this episode, and I'm kind of sad I didn't record part of that. But you held that thought, right, Ross?
Yeah, I held
We were talking about school band. You were talking about like your school's art program or something like that?
Well, no. I took orchestra my freshman year of high school. And the reason why I took orchestra was because I thought perhaps maybe I would be learning music theory and like how to write music, because music's something I've never really been able to explore my level of like talent or creativity with, simply because of my lack of understanding on how to like write music, and more particularly like music I'd want to write would have, you know, things like complex time signatures in it, and you know, just really technical patterns. And so I took orchestra in high school because I thought I'd be learning those things, but instead they just had me play the viola, and it kind of made me sad because my teacher was actually out most of the year because of the fact that she was pregnant when I was attending high school. So we had a bunch of my orchestra teacher.
Oh, okay.
And it was terrible because like we just had a bunch of substitutes that didn't necessarily understand music at all. So I didn't attend any of the concerts because I felt like it was a waste of time because I wasn't learning the instrument, and I felt like I was above like going because of the fact that like if I wasn't going to be able to play well, like why play it at all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if
didn't
the concert,
you have the clarinet as well?
I took band in middle school and played the clarinet, but I only did that 1 year, and then my 8th grade year I took guitar, which was really fun, and I learned a few things, and like only a few of those things have really like stuck with me, but like it was cool to like get to learn them.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people like know at least a little guitar.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the only thing I really remember how to do is like, and you know, not including songs that are based off of like tabs that are online or something. Like when it came to actual things I was learning, like the only 4 chords I really remember how to, or maybe 4 or 5 chords that I remember how to play are, let's see, I know how to do G, I think A, D, and C, and like C is my favorite out of the bunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people do like C. Any musicians listening to the show right now, I'm sure they can attest to that people really like C. C major is like such a natural scale to be in.
Yeah, and I mean,
and
like,
it's very easy to write in C major.
Like honestly, I think we should take this moment to like open up the comment section to like a forum. Like I would love to see a discussion about music and like,
absolutely.
people's like preferred like tuning to play in, or perhaps instrument, or like style of playing.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, so if anyone is a musician or just really appreciative of music, totally. I wish YouTube worked as a forum was supposed to, but it's just so chaotic.
Yeah. You know
no
what's
offense,
a really
YouTube, but your comments suck.
You know what's a really surprisingly like organized and like really fun forum to be a part of? Is
Reddit.
Definitely Reddit, but 405th is really organized and like really helpful.
You want to explain that for people who might not know what 405th is?
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know what
I don't really know exactly what it is, but
for anyone who doesn't know what 405th is, it's an online costume armor building community, particularly centered around Halo, though not limited to. And for anybody who doesn't know me personally, one thing that you'll come to find is that I'm actually a really big fan of that franchise. I kind of been following it since its like start with the first game.
Yeah,
and it's become like really beloved to me. So I don't quite remember where that was going.
You were just talking about how you like 405th.
Oh,
your
yes.
favorite forum to be a part of.
It's one of my favorites, and like I said, I really appreciate how organized it is, and how like helpful the community is. It's actually one of the nicer communities of people that I've ever been a part of as well, and just the fact that because like I know about a lot of people that complain about the 501st, which is like the stormtrooper costuming community.
All these like number names are so like confusing.
Similar and pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people complain about 501st because like they put like such a chokehold on like Star Wars costume regulations and like.
You think I could make this?
Yeah, absolutely, you can make it. I guess I was wrong about that.
It was worth a shot.
Well, you're a squid now. You're a kid now.
Sorry for interrupting. Go on.
And I've heard that they're like sometimes they can be like major like just assholes about like about like costume regulations,
sticklers.
Like there was something going on a few years ago, and I remember my dad and my brother like it was at the Orange Circle, and there was like I guess it was like a Star Wars themed thing, and there were a bunch of people in costume there. And then there were a bunch of like homegrowns, like people like don't necessarily have the budget to like do anything super authentic, but like they try and like they use the resources that they have.
I love how we're like super meta on SquidBYTE. Here at SquidBYTE, we like to be meta as hell
and just have general discussions.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of YouTube celebrities, just like like people that do like. I guess like sketch comedy, is that what you call it? Like it's pretty common on YouTube. I feel like the best part about these YouTube celebrities is that a lot of them like it looks like they're like not on YouTube. Like they just make their public image so like social.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers that I watch, I just, like, the things that they post, I'm like, wow, like, even though they're totally just sitting in a garage playing a game, it feels like they're, like, on an adventure of some sorts.
Oh, yeah.
And, what was I had a point. I brought that up for a reason. I can't really remember why. Oh, yeah. We're talking about how we're meta. I feel like I enjoy, like, talking about our, like, dwellings on the internet on the show because I don't really care who knows that,
Right. I mean,
and let's say one day the channel actually picks up, like, and a lot of people start watching us and like look back on this, they can just be like, oh, those guys are, that train totally just left the station.
We're talking about how meta we are.
Yeah. No, but I forgot the joke I was trying to make. That was awesome.
Excellent.
Brain fart. Okay, everybody has brain farts. Yeah, anyways, so I like being pretty public. Like, I'm not afraid of, like, a swarm of people messaging me on my Reddit. Like, if anything, if, like, the show picks up and people start, like, becoming, like, big masses of fans and start, like, messaging us on Facebook, like, I'll still try and answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I did not mean to do that.
Have fun playing this level.
No. I'm gonna quit out of this.
Ain't gonna waste my time.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I like being pretty open with fans of things.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Especially like that show, the Necrogoblicon show.
Oh yeah.
Musicians in their prime, and they're just so polite, very accommodating,
and like good company.
Yeah, really good company.
Just really easy people to like get
surprisingly
along with.
like very positively receptive to like social workings,
which is strange for like artists of their caliber.
Yeah, I know. Wait, how do I? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I find that a lot of artists are pretty what's the word? Introverted.
Yeah.
Like Beethoven, or not Beethoven, Bach was very introverted, I believe. I might not be right on that, but he spent a year alone in his like room writing music, just a whole year.
That sounds pretty perfect.
Yeah, and he didn't go out in public. He had his servants feed him and everything,
and like handle all his public affairs.
I'm gonna. Oh, I guess never mind. I thought the Wii U prompt was gonna like stay on screen literally. But yeah, so crap, what were we talking about? I'm really bad at this.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I kind of
It's hard to play.
I lost my train of thought after I saw that thing that was just like hanging out in that like pool. And
I know, like Nintendo once again, like startling our brains.
Just making you go, what was that?
Like, oh my God, what?
Oh, Brave also. Just okay.
Disney derailing.
Just to give some context here, I watched Brave today for the first time in my life. I don't know why I had no desire to watch that movie before, and I think the real like driving factor was that Kelly MacDonald is the main character, and for anybody who doesn't know who she is, she's a Scottish actress that like got her start in the '90s with Trainspotting, and is one of the main characters on a TV show called Boardwalk Empire, which I've also recently been getting into, and it's pretty phenomenal. And like her character, as well as her performance in that show, is phenomenal. So it kind of gave me some incentive to like watch Brave, but I wasn't disappointed with it, and it crosses like some lines that I didn't expect it to. Like there's like a pretty substantial amount of like partial nudity in that movie, and granted,
Really?
granted, it's just like there's one scene where like there's a group of men that gets stuck in this tower, and they're Scottish, so they wear kilts, and what they do is like spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, please, if anyone has not seen Brave and you don't want this to be spoiled, Ross is gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, but yeah.
Essentially the way they figure out how to get down is they untie their kilts and make a rope out of it. So there's a scene where you see a line of like bare-assed men walking, and like there was another thing too in that movie that kind of made my eyes open up a little bit. What was it, Sam? Do you remember?
Go on.
But yeah, it was pretty. I was like, man, this is edgy for Disney.
Yeah, I like when Disney does that. Like that. Oh man, like the older movies always had like an edgy trait to them.
Yeah.
Man, Fantasia is fantastic.
Fantasia is really fantastic, particularly because of like how kind of scary the content matter in it is.
Absolutely, the dinosaur part always gave me nightmares. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
With the Stravinsky song.
Dude, man, there are certain things that like I like can automatically attribute with like nightmarish imagery, and I don't know why, but like really sterile bathrooms creep me out.
Yeah, you know, I totally agree.
Like especially if there's like for some reason fluorescent lighting in any setting is kind of unnerving. Because it's so like harsh and like grating, and like it really just stings. Like it gives you the worst migraines ever, and it's way too bright. And
are you like hospital lighting?
Yeah,
hospital lighting is so just depressing.
1920s to like 40s hospital setups, like that I've seen in photographs, have always just made me feel really uncomfortable as well. How is it that we just started, like, we came to this nightmare subject? That's great.
We can talk about it on the next episode, because this one's getting a bit long. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop the recording. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.